As we close out the calendar year, we're going to take a look back at what happened in St. Lucie County, as well as look ahead next on Inside St. Lucie. Hello and welcome to this edition of Inside St. Lucie, SLC TV's monthly government affairs show. I'm your host, Eric Gill, Communications Director for St. Lucie County. Now on today's show, we're going to take a look back at the past year with St. Lucie County Commissioner Kathy Townsend and Adolfo Covelli, our Transit Director for St. Lucie County. But before we meet our guests, here's some upcoming events and announcements from the Board of County Commissioners.
Get into the holiday spirit with the Fairgrounds Festival of Lights happening Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Fridays and Saturdays from 6 to 10 p.m. now through December 28th at the St. Lucie County Fairgrounds located at 15601 West Midway Road in Fort Pierce. In addition to the drive-through holiday lights display, this event features Santa's Village with crafts, games, a petting zoo, movie nights, and more. Advance tickets are $10 per person, while gate admission is $12 per person. Children 3 and under are free. For details, visit stluciecountyfair.org. St. Lucie County offices, libraries, and attractions will be closed Wednesday, December 24th and December 25th for the Christmas holiday, and Thursday, January 1st and Friday, January 2nd for New Year's Day.
Now for the latest updates about all St. Lucie County Commission meetings, workshops, and events, be sure to visit our website at stlucieco.gov and click on our comprehensive calendar. And if you'd like to be added to our press release distribution list, you can send us an email at pio@stlucieco.gov, and we'll be happy to include you. We're also on all the social media channels at St. Lucie Gov, so we hope you'll follow us there. We're going to take a quick break. Before we do, we're going to check in with the latest economic development stats.
St. Lucie County's tourism experienced a 27% increase in revenue in September compared to last year. Overall, for the fiscal year, the tourist development tax was 10.7% higher than last year and 1.5% higher than the record year in 2023. Overall building activity increased by 31.7% in September compared to the previous month, with 1,097 permits submitted. This is a 16% increase over the same month 1 year ago. Permit revenue increased by 29.5% over the same month 1 year ago. According to the Florida Realtors Association, the median home sale price in St. Lucie County for September was $400,000, a 0.6% decrease from a year ago, while condo values decreased by 14.9%, with the median price at $272,000. The unemployment data for this month was unavailable due to the government shutdown. If you work for a local business looking for skilled or trained labor, be sure to contact the staff at CareerSource as they can assist your company with its recruitment and training needs. And if you're an individual looking for a job, they can help you as well. Visit the CareerSource online at careersourcerc.com or call 1-866-4U2-HIRE.
Welcome back to Inside St. Lucie. I'm Eric Gill, Communications Director for St. Lucie County, and I'm joined by Kathy Townsend, St. Lucie County Commissioner, and Adolfo Covelli with our Transit Department, or Area Regional Transit, ART as we like to call it. But thank you, Commissioner, for coming on the show today.
Absolutely.
And
always a good time, right?
Absolutely. Now, so we will start off, you wanted to invite Adolfo on because I know you've been a big proponent of our transportation system. You've even gone on and ridden the bus a few times with City of PSL commissioners in the past.
Which I don't want to jump ahead, but I do have a question. Are we doing Secret Santa this year, the little Santa Claus on the transit? Are we doing that?
We have not discussed it yet, but it's never too late to do it. So if you're
Good
putting me on the
answer,
spot,
Adolfo.
I guess the answer is yes. I'll get with my team when I get back.
No, it's the end of the year. This is going to be a December show. So I kind of want to do like a wrap up, right, of the whole year. Because there's been a lot of good things, and I think we're getting ready to come to the close of some historical things that's getting ready to happen for St. Lucie County. So as everybody knows, because they've been following, I'm sure, the airport, it's been a year that's where my focus has been. Commissioner Zadosky and Commissioner Hutchinson and I worked very, very hard to try to move the airport forward. And this past year has been milestones. We've got the 139 certification. There are multiple things that are getting ready to happen, and hopefully, I'm sure that I aggravate you because I have HOA meetings and people ask me questions, and then Eric's like, well, I should probably be putting that out there. However, with that said, I don't disclose
names,
the names and things. And when I say something or you say something, you see it all the time on social media. It's there, but it's interpreted 20 different ways,
Sure.
right?
Yep.
So, like recently the thing about the North Beach HOA thing, there was never any mention of 2 weeks. I had said by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I still stand by that, right? So,
And you didn't clarify calendar year or fiscal year, so we've got some
Right.
wiggle room.
And then I noticed that the show that's airing, prior to me, Cameron gave Definity, right? He gave things that he could. Same thing as me, right?
Sure. We know the parking lot's
We're
gonna
not
get
naming
done,
the airline,
sure.
but he referenced the parking lot because those are a lot of questions. Like, well, if we're getting the terminal and airlines coming, do we have enough parking? Yes, we do.
Yep.
We are making more, and we are in the midst of negotiating for the Aviator College building. And if we end up with that, it's been said that the dorms are going to be tore down, and that was going to be more parking there because that would be probably the second terminal.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't understand how airport works either. So the first airline coming in is a small airline, and they're not going to be every day.
Sure.
And again, that was taken out of content a little bit, in that meeting. If a small airline comes in, they're probably going to do 2 or 3 days a week, right? Which then means you've got other days, other hours, and other parts of the day for another small airline to come in. And 2 small airlines could share that terminal. And so I just think it's important because I do find that a lot of people watch this show, believe it or not.
Yeah?
Yeah, they do. I've discovered that. So this is an opportunity to just put the facts out there because this is government.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited, though, that because by the end of the year, we will be naming more than likely. I mean, if it's not done by the end of December, it will definitely be the beginning of January.
Yeah.
I mean, do you agree?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
well,
we're very, very close. TSA's out there doing what they've got to do.
Absolutely. I hate putting deadlines on things just because, you never know with federal shutdowns or.
Well, that's true, too, right? So,
yeah. I mean,
and
we're
that
through
did back it up some,
Yeah,
too,
absolutely.
right? Like, maybe we would have been further along, but for a month, we were stalled. Just like we would have been further along, but the developer backed us up.
Yeah.
And so I always say to people, it's predicted that
Sure.
if anything was to go well and there was going to be no hiccups or hurdles, this is where we should be. And I know everybody's excited. Everybody wants to know about it. All the news stations, all the radios, all the newspapers, they want it. So I know that you will be putting together something and we will have something at the airport to announce it and everybody will be told. And I'm excited for that day. Hopefully that can be our end of the year blast, right?
Yeah.
And then, the port, there's always things that have gone back and forth with the port. And I've said since the beginning of that I'm not going to take away director. As long as they're there doing what they're supposed to
Paying
do
their rent,
and they're
yep.
paying their rent, it's no different than if I was somebody had a rental and you rented from me and Adolfo wanted the house. I'm not going to kick you out if you're paying the rent, right? You're doing what you're supposed to do. And so a lot of those people, though, that were really, really adamant about that in the beginning are finally seeing, they're starting to see the fruits of the labor and they're starting to see that director is moving and that things are happening at the port. And they say, I doubted it in the beginning, but you stood firm and you stood strong on what you were saying. And I have pulled records and they do pay their rent and I see productivity happening. So, and I think a game changer also moving over there was Josh, putting Josh in that position because let's face it, the port director that we had prior was not truthful, was not honest, and we were told things that were happening that really were not happening. So I'm thrilled to know that with the Cameron and the Joshes of the world that they're ours and we have them, right? Because things are really developing and moving into that direction. So the other thing that I think is really important that happened this year is New Horizons. And so, mental health has become more popular these days. It used to be, people always perceived that as people on drugs and everything, and that's not the case. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize that the tornadoes of last year, that has created a lot more mental illness and depression, a lot more homelessness.
I'd even back it up to COVID, not to interrupt you, but that was a weird time for people to live through a pandemic and not knowing what we're supposed to do. Do we get the shot? Do we not get the shot? Do we go to work? Do we not,
And so in talking about COVID, right? So we had COVID money, right? And so there was a lot of excitement because I was moving forward into a homeless shelter. Took me a
Not
very
you personally.
no, not me personally. I don't have that kind of money. If I did, believe me, I would have already had one. But I'm saying I was one that was champion a homeless shelter for the board.
Yes.
And it took a while to get the votes and to be able to get there, and we did. We had COVID money left over. We bought a hotel, and I was told that it would be probably a year. But, there has been obstacles to overcome, right?
Yep.
We didn't know that the wells were bad, and we were going to have to do a lot of the things that we were going to have to do. And then, putting it out for bid to let the contractor come in. I'm just as disappointed as everybody else out there that cares about the homeless that it's taken this long.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very disappointing to me. And I have asked, can we at least just paint the ugly doors to make it look like we're doing something? But I think from a private perspective, I know the pain that it is to get things done in government, and it's very frustrating. So, again, I've asked, can we at least paint the ugly turquoise doors to make it look like we are moving forward, because the residents don't understand that we're in there. We're on the ground. We're in the back. We're doing wells. We're inside. We're doing plumbing. But they don't see anything on the outside. And people are their vision, if they see something, then it's okay. But when they don't see something, they don't know what goes on, because government, there's so many layers to it, right? And so unfortunately, the shelter was supposed to open this year. It's not. It's not going to happen. It'll be sometime next year before it happens. But when that shelter opens up, it's going to help the homeless. And along with that, I recently got appointed to New Horizons board as ex officio. And so there has been some obstacles to overcome. And in doing research and spending a couple of hours a day out there, there's a strong need for things out there. And so they are the facility that we fund, and as you know, Florida statute requires us to fund a mental health provider. They are Midway Road, and they have the facilities. Well, I, just like everybody else, thought, well, that's New Horizons, it's mental health. Yeah. But in going out there, I have discovered it's so much more, right? And so, there are people that are medicated and seen under the direction of a physician, and they're doing very, very well. But they have nowhere to go. And so New Horizons has a wing out there that, because they can't turn them out into the world and feel good about that, they actually are homeless. And that is a wing that they have. And yes, they still are monitored with their medication and everything, but they are perfectly able to be back in society. They just have nowhere to go. And that's not what New Horizons was designed to do, right? So they're taking up beds where people need treatment, but because there's no place for them to go, I commend New Horizons for thinking outside the box, though, and keeping that, right? Then there's another wing out there that, there's state mental patients that come through, and there's a whole wing out there of that. And when they're treated, again, those people have nowhere to go, and they are state given to us. The funding on those are very, very low. Yeah. It's not been reevaluated. And so one of the things that came up was that the three people that are involved now, and they're very, very engaged, and they're very, very passionate and affectionate about fixing it, was that they do case management, and some of the people out there on outpatient had a difficult time coming and going. And so when I brought up our transit, they didn't know. And I'm like, how do you not know about our transit? I mean, they're amazing. They're wonderful. Like, I just can't believe anybody in St. Lucie County does not know that we have these opportunities, right? So what I took away from the conversation was they knew we had transit. They knew about the big bus, but they didn't realize the other two components that we have to our transit. And so I'm trying to help them get realigned. I'm hoping that I can have the Sheriff's Department bring back the inmate trustees, because they did so well in keeping this community grounded. It's men out there and women out there that they're not criminals like murderers. Sure. And they can go out and they can paint. And I used to do cleanups. When Ken Mascara was our sheriff, we had a great partnership, and I would go into neighborhoods and I'd tell him I need 20 inmates. He would send that and staff, set up a tent, grill hamburgers and hot dogs. We would clean, we would bag everything up. I'd call Waste Pro, they'd come back and pick it up. And that program went away. And with our Sheriff Del Toro in there now, there's a lot of things that he is learning. He comes from a city police department, and he's still getting his feet wet, learning that there is much, much more to a sheriff.
Sure.
Because a sheriff is a partner. It's
Yeah.
like a department in our government that we partner with, just
Sure.
like transit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so,
Except he doesn't report to you.
correct, absolutely,
he
he does
reports
not.
to the
But
voters.
I'm saying
Yeah.
they were partners in
Sure.
the sense that, there was a lot of programs out there that came in through the public defender's office, like the Journey Forward program and all that. That a lot of that stuff has gone away, but yet they were very, very successful programs. So I'm excited that he's entertaining the conversation to talk about the inmates. We used to have them in here. They came and did our parking lot in the morning.
I remember they painted the jail one year, saved
Right.
us $250,000. Yeah.
And they saved us hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so I believe that with transit, which has already happened, it was already in progress, thanks to Adolfo and his team, but yet the people at New Horizons weren't aware of it. And I want the community to know that that's probably going to be the next big thing for St. Lucie County. Is our transit, I think, is going to continue to grow, and I want them to be showcased on the things they do, and I want you to not be shy, and I want you to talk about the awards that you've won, because I've had the honor to be with them at some of their conferences, and I can tell you that we lead by example. And I can tell you that when I go to FAC, Florida Association of Counties, which I'm leaving for after this show, I'm always in awe of the people that come to me and talk about our fire department being its own district, and they ask how that works. Guys are amazing and wonderful. And they ask about transit because they want to know how we have free ridership. How are we doing door to door? And I just say to them, have your transit person contact our transit director, and he's happy to share. Just like the city of Fort Pierce, they couldn't cross the finish line, but Adolfo stepped in. He got the freebie extended.
I use it all the time.
And that was a great partnership that he partnered with the city of Fort Pierce. And I just don't think that our transit department gets recognized enough for the things they do and the other capacities that they help people.
Yeah.
So when I called Adolfo and said, hey, is there a stop out here at New Horizons? He said, actually, there's not, but we do door to door. And he talked about the transit that they can be picked up and brought there to their appointments, which was a game changer.
Yeah.
And the very next day, somebody showed up in a van, and there were also 2 employees that were getting in the van that was getting a ride home after their shift.
Yeah.
And so they're quick. You bring up something, it's done, but this was already in effect, right? So the whole point today was for me to kind of do a wrap up of everything, and I also want to put a little plug out there for White City Elementary.
Okay.
Because we talked about homeless. The assistant principal out there is up for an award to be the assistant principal of the year.
Nice.
And I think she needs to be recognized for that, because if she doesn't win, but I think she is going to win.
Yeah.
But if she doesn't, she is a winner. She's our winner here in St. Lucie County. And she does amazing things for the homeless at that school. And again, I would have never known about it had I not known somebody that knew her and knew she was up for that award. And having conversations with her, it's amazing. Kylie, that's the homeless liaison for the school board, is an amazing young lady. But it was wonderful to hear somebody that's an assistant principal in the school system that's doing amazing things. And right now, she is servicing approximately 93 families of homeless children just at White City Elementary. So again, to me, that plays into, we're trying to help the homeless. We're trying to help the mentally ill be able to get to where they need to be. So I want you to talk about the 3 different areas of our transportation and how we help and what we do. And I want you to really boast. I know that's difficult for you to do, but I think it's important for you to share the story.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Commissioner Townsend. So I'll talk about our fixed route system first. I would say our fixed route system is our buses that are designed to go to designated stops throughout the county. Currently today we have 200 bus stops throughout St. Lucie County. We have 8 routes that service those 200 bus stops. Those services run Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 to 4. That service continues to increase every year. Last fiscal year, we had close to 600,000 trips, so about 12,000 a week or 2,000 a day over the 6-day work week. So that's our fixed route system. We add stops based on need, based on if there's a planned development going up, or if there's for instance, we added a stop at Indian River State College's English as a second language stop a year or two ago, because people were walking to that school on Irving Street. We didn't even have to add a bus route. We just had to add a stop within the route. So that was an easy fix.
So let me stop you right there real quick, because I do want to say this. So when a development goes in, which you can talk about this, Eric, when a development goes in, if it's a large development, we always have you look at, is this going to trigger a bus stop?
Correct.
Yeah.
And we tried to get the developer to pay for the turning lane. We tried to get the developer to pay for the bus stop so that they can be kept out of the shelter. And so it's not that a development comes in, ridership goes up, transit benefits, because outside that development there was probably already a need, but those shelters are expensive.
Yeah.
We can't afford to pay for every place that needs a shelter. If I had it my way, I'd have a shelter at every single bus stop, because I don't want anybody standing, and I don't want anybody in the weather and the rain.
Yeah.
But they're expensive. And so we do have the development, and Adolfo has a say in that under the meeting whenever they come in for their meeting. And every department gets to put in their wish of what they want. Transit does request a bus stop.
Yeah.
Yep. So we moved exactly like Commissioner Townsend said. No need to repeat it. But yeah, so we work closely with them. We've learned over the years too that maybe that bus stop is 20 years away, right? But we still want the lane.
Yep.
We still want the concrete pad, but we might not want the bus shelter, right? Because the bus shelter is going to get old over the years. We have to maintain it, paint it, and we're not even using it. So we're learning, we've learned over the years, let's get it prepared for the bus stop. It may not have one for a few years, but in the most cases, we're getting the bus stop as soon as development's built, because we're building that fast. It's coming quickly.
And to carry on what Commissioner said too, leading by example, I think there's a perfect example of that right here on the Treasure Coast. Martin County recently just went to fare free with their bus system. And I know, Adolfo, a few years back, we started first with students, right? Students, it was fare free, and we realized we increase ridership, we get more grant and federal funding, because I see some people, when you talk about DOGE and wasteful spending, or, why aren't you charging for the bus route? Well, sometimes it costs more to put the equipment in and the auditing and tracking those funds than it would be to just waive the fee, and then you're more eligible for state and federal grants.
Of course. So just like you said, and I could talk about this for hours, so I'm going to try to sum this up the best way possible. Indian River County was fare free first years ago. Our previous director and Commissioner Townsend and the commissioners back then, we went through a study and we realized it was more fiscally responsible to become fare free. Our ridership increased past the point of the money we were collecting. So just to give you an easier example, Martin County, and speaking with the team down there, they were spending about $150,000 a year collecting $135,000 worth of fare.
Yeah.
So now we do away with that. We're plus 15 grand, Martin County. And now what happens is next year when that ridership goes up, our federal dollars go up based on ridership and mileage, like Commissioner Townsend was saying earlier. So it pays for itself. And again, being completely fair and honest, as you learn and meet these riders throughout these years, our service is a lot more than getting that person to their destination. Whether it's a child with a disability, their caregivers call us and say, hey, I can go to the bank today because my kid is transporting to your Gulfstream Goodwill with your service. I can take a nap. I can get a part-time job. I can donate. I put money into the economy and go shopping at Walmart and Publix and these stores. So it's a lot more than just connecting that trip. And I've learned that over the years. I did not know that when I started. It's way more than just providing that trip. So our fixed route system, like I was saying, we have 200 stops, about 600,000 trips a year. We also have our paratransit service, which is our door-to-door service, and those are for individuals with disabilities or people that are transportation disadvantaged. And you have to qualify for both. There's different requirements, but that, like Commissioner Townsend said, that's door-to-door service anywhere in St. Lucie County. We provide today about 12,000 trips a month, so about 144,000 trips a year. A majority of those trips are for Alzheimer's, dialysis, doctor's appointments, medicine pickups, pharmacy pickups, and again, you start to realize how important this is, right? We just met with, and I won't say her name on the show, but I just had a rider last week who lives in the Lakes in Tradition, 87 years old, and basically she told me she looked at the four walls every day. She doesn't have family members, her kids are grown in other parts, and she said, your bus ride to get me to Publix is my only interaction with people. It's my only time I can get to the store. And she goes, I was nervous, I'm 87. And she goes, I'm so comfortable that my 92-year-old neighbor now comes with me to Publix. And the 92-year-old neighbor has had a bus pass for 10 years and was scared to use it because she had no one to ride with. Just this happened last week.
Yeah.
This is literally just happened last week. So again, it's way more than just a service. And then the big one that I haven't touched on yet is our microtransit. So microtransit started in December of 2019 from between Gatlin and Becker. It was created originally, previous commissioners, Commissioner Townsend was part of that as well. We needed, how are we going to provide transportation throughout the county in the most efficient way possible, right? A county of almost 600 square miles, we can't afford a fixed route bus on every main road. We can't afford it. The commissioners would definitely tell me no to that. It's a lot of money.
I don't know. I might try to find a way. But you know, it's because, so we'll go back to when we were going out for bid. Okay. I knew then, and we were not where we are today, that most of the people coming to Port St. Lucie had never owned a car. They were always on taxi, cab, subways, whatever. And they were coming here and to try to find a way to keep some of the cars off the road, right? But the other thing is to make it so that when they come here, they're older, right? It's not even that they're young, that they're that adaptable, right? And to make it so that they would be able to be successful and to not have anxiety because of the system and the world they were used to, we needed to provide that for them. And unfortunately, the company we had at that time had only catered to elderly people providing services for meals in the beginning and so forth, and doctors. And so bringing on MV Transportation, who was an international company, right? I think that they have gotten us there and beyond. I think they've done an amazing job with everything they had to overcome from the very beginning of that even. And I think that we are not totally there 100% because I think we could still provide more with what we have, but I think we still need to let everybody know that there's services available because there are new people that have come that like you're talking about right now, right? And so it's just educating, right? And I think that MV Transportation's done a great job. And I think it's also helped with the leadership coming from you and your team and everything. You've been a game changer coming into this department too as well. So, okay, so continue on.
Thank you. MV is a great partner. They are a great partner. You know, none of us are perfect. We have mistakes. We make mistakes regularly. Not regularly, but from time to time.
We're human.
But they own up and let us know, hey, we made a mistake. You know, we need that. We need the transparency. We're not going to be perfect. So yeah, MV is a great partner. So we have roughly 600 square mile county. How are we going to provide transportation to all in the most efficient way possible? Today, a fixed route bus costs $700,000 and a minivan costs $70,000. So for a tenth of the cost, we were able to put some vans on the road, similar to Fort Pierce's freebie service, but prior to Fort Pierce's freebie service, we started microtransit. So we received a grant from the state. Our first zone was from Becker Road to Gatlin, from Tradition to South Bend, if you can imagine that square or rectangle. And we received a service development grant from the state, which paid for 50% of the first 3 years of service. That first month, we did 63 rides for December of 2019 for Zone 1. Today, we have 3 zones that provide over 8,000 trips a month.
Wow.
8,000 trips a month.
Isn't that great?
So one of those things, yes, it is. It really is exciting. It really is. One of those big things, we always, Commissioner Townsend brought up New Horizons. I don't think we were ever there to afford a bus to go up and down Midway Road. We have New Horizons, the health department, the post office, but kind of that's it, you know, as far as those big businesses. So how do we get those people there, right? We can't get someone from Becker Road to New Horizons, right? That's an issue, right? It's more than, like Commissioner Townsend said, it's popular today, right? Mental issues. So we started Zone 2. So now, today we have 3 zones. So just, the best way to say it is from Becker Road to Gatlin is Zone 1. Zone 2 starts a little north of Gatlin and goes to Midway Road. And it's from PGA, you know, out like St. Lucie West over to Bayshore. And then Zone 3 starts at Midway Road, goes north of our airport, so we have that for the future as well, and it goes from Kings Highway to 25th Street. So we have 3 zones on the western portion of the county that all connect. So today when someone has to get to New Horizons that lives on Becker Road, they take a van to our park and ride, which is lit up location, and then another van will pick them up from Zone 2 and take them directly to New Horizons. And it's the same North County, right? We have someone at the jail, at the jail, we have someone at the airport, Lakewood Park. They can come to New Horizons in one trip.
So let's talk about the jail.
Yes.
So I used to go out there a lot because I was involved with some of the programs and stuff. And I suggested having a service out there and to get with the administration out there, because people being released
Yeah.
were walking down Orange Avenue.
And just at,
Which
right
was a
there by
very-
the old EOC and the Wawa. And
So they tried it. And the jail was, they were, I think that they had a system going. They were trying to release everybody at the
Yes.
same time.
Sure.
They kind of put everything together. And rather than just releasing them, they would do the paperwork and process, and then they would release them all at a specific time, and then they would have the bus out there. It was found that it was not necessary for the people that were being released. And so, again, we're not doing this anymore, tell them what you did.
So, yeah, and I actually have another update, and I swear to you, you're psychic, because this happened yesterday, and I could show you the email. This literally happened yesterday. But the newest update was correct, Commissioner Townsend. We couldn't get that rhythm going, and we needed it, right? People are, if they're leaving and making a mistake, or they're leaving and getting hurt, right? Driving down the road at night, walking down the road at night. So Microtransit Zone 3 was a rectangle, and it ended at Kings Highway, and we said, well, why don't we just
Go to
the jail?
Yeah.
So now Microtransit Zone 3, you can book a ride from the jail to our intermodal, to New Horizons, to all the way to Becker Road. So that was good. Then literally yesterday, speaking to some of our county staff that works at the jail, they were having issues with some of the laws, and they do have to now find out they do have to release people at certain times or maybe on a Sunday. So we've partnered up, and I don't know the name of the person, but there's a place on Kitterman Road that takes inmates for the night when they're released. We are working with a local transit agency to provide that trip, like on the case-by-case basis. Hey, we have someone coming out at 2 a.m. tonight. They have to get to Kitterman. Okay, we're going to pick you up and get you to a safe place so we can do it the right way.
Nice.
So yeah, very exciting.
And I know I've heard stories too from like the Economic Development Council, Maureen and Pete, who have said when they get, whether it's a new business, they'll reach out to you guys, say, hey, we've got a lot of employees. We just got to try to get them here. And you've worked with them to add a bus stop on the fixed route, or get them in touch with Microtransit. So if you're an employer in the area, they can always reach out to you guys through the website.
And we started our newest service, the Van Pool program.
Yep.
Perfect segue.
Yeah.
Yep.
We didn't plan this.
Great job.
Actually did.
We really did.
But I knew that it would just kind of flow,
Yeah.
because we're all up to date. We all stay up on things, right? So that's what I love
Yeah.
about doing this show, because we don't have to be scripted. It's just we know we're comfortable with one another, right?
Yeah.
I did say, I'm like, I wonder what I'm talking about tomorrow. I'm like, it's probably transit. I got that, right? Wasn't
Stay in
scripted.
your wheelhouse.
Really wasn't scripted.
I won't ask
Thank
you
you for
about
transit
planning
questions.
or tourism.
Please don't ask about planning
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
We were talking about
the Van Pool. So
Yeah,
Van
Van
Pool program. So just like you guys were speaking highly of the EDC earlier, and you just spoke about the EDC. So a couple years ago, we said, hey, we have these large companies that have a lot of employees that work the same shift, and they can't get transportation to and from their area where they live to where they're working. It was a couple-year process, support from Commissioner Townsend as always, and we were able to find a grant from the state to start a Van Pool program. So we have a $50,000 grant. We haven't used a dollar yet. We just rolled it out 3 months ago. We've had multiple meetings with multiple large companies. We're going back for second and third meetings in December with large warehouse companies. And basically we're just trying to connect people, right? So the easiest way to say it is the county is going to put in a $500 stipend per month for the vehicle that comes from a grant. So there's no money coming locally. It's a grant we received from the state. And then the balance is around $700 a month on average. So if we have 7 employees going to work together, it'll cost each employee $100 a month. And in some cases throughout the country, the employer pays that because they want that machine running. They don't want to shut down the line if the crew doesn't show up. So again, it just came to fruition in September. We did a press release with you guys, and we're having second and third meetings. Once it starts, it starts. It's already a big program. So the Palm Beach division, Palm Beach County, they do the Van Pool program, and they have like 20 vans of residents that leave here now that either go to work, some of them are engineers, I think at Pratt Whitney, and then a bunch of people use it for the veterans on 45th Street, the clinic.
Yeah, the
VA.
VA.
The VA,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, so this has been something we've talked about for a couple of
Since
years.
I started here,
Adolfo
yes.
and I, because I'm all about small businesses
Yeah.
too. So, if you have 7 or more employees that need to get to work and they can't afford a car or whatever, one of them is a designated driver, and he goes and he picks them up and then he takes them to work. And the conversations that I've had with some of the businesses, he's correct. Some of the businesses have said, it behooves me to pay that $700.
Yeah.
And that's like a little bonus that I can give to my employees.
It's like
and
a car allowance that,
It's going to assure that they're going to get there. Right. And that's what I said.
Yeah.
It's like I'm giving them a $100 a month allowance.
Yeah.
Right. So they're willing to pay that. And it's also another stipend for these companies to understand that we are trying to make it successful,
Yeah.
because we understand and recognize people have car trouble. People can't afford a car.
Sure.
Insurance has gone up with houses. They're
Yeah.
doing everything they can to maintain a roof over their head. They're letting their cars
Car
go,
insurance,
right?
yeah.
And their car insurance goes.
Yeah.
So this is something that I have anxiously been waiting, because I think the more we're able to educate, and I think moving forward, you're going to see a lot more businesses. And the other thing about this program is, even if the owner of a company doesn't know about it, what I love about this is, say I work for somebody and I happen to meet Adolfo, or I watch the show and find out about it, and I'm somebody that has car issues, right?
Yeah.
I can sit here and call transit and say, so if I go to my boss and I want to get this van and I'll be the driver, is this something I can initiate at work? And you can as an employee. If you hear about this and you need that ride,
Yeah.
and you go to your boss to let them know about it, and you want to get the van and you want to get that started, you as an individual can contact transit and get that started on your own. It doesn't have to be through your business that your business knows about
Sure.
it. So if the business finds out about it, or an employee, it can be done either way.
Yeah.
Yes. Please call us 772-462-1778 to get a hold of us. And just like Commissioner Townsend said, it's available to anybody and everyone. And in order to drive the vehicle, you have to be able to rent a vehicle. So I think Enterprise is 25 and above.
Yeah.
But whatever the rules are for rental vehicles is the same one to drive. And it's open to the public.
And the other thing, when he was talking about the transition of stuff, it is confusing sometimes when you do it for the first time. I know when I go to New York, I'm confused. I still can't figure out the
Yeah,
subway.
I had to
have
have
to grab
Charlotte lead me
somebody and say,
around.
okay, where
Yeah.
am I going and where do I get off, right? But the good thing is, the staff that he has, if you call them, they will walk you through it. You're on a cell phone, they'll walk you through the transitioning. Okay, now you're there, wait, the next bus, because the app, tell them about the app. You can track your bus and where it's coming and everything. And the girls will stay on the phone with you and say, your bus is 10 minutes out. And once you do that once or twice, then you get it, right? Staff is good about that. So tell them real quick about the app.
Yeah, so I always, whenever we do outreach events, I always tell them, please, if you have a question, if Johnny needs to get from point A to point B, Johnny call us and tell us where you live. And so we're going to walk you through it, right? The first time is the hardest. We are working, so we have an app. We have our Route Shout app, which is for our fixed route service, and that'll let us know when the bus is running late. We also on Google, so if you're looking for directions, you could hit the little bus instead of the person or the car to find out what routes to take. But more importantly, we're in this process of changing our software. So this year, in 2025, we changed our paratransit software and our microtransit software to TripSpark, and then in 2026, it's a long process.
Sure.
It's a lot of work, and there's 6 of us. So next year we're going to switch our fixed route system over. So what's going to happen is now our software is going to talk to each other. They don't talk to each other currently. There's different softwares for different services. So it's going to be better for the end user. It's going to be better for that dispatcher and reservationist booking the trips with AI and all that stuff. But more importantly too, and most importantly to me too, especially for our taxpayers, 2 things I want to talk about for our taxpayers. The first thing is the van pool program from before. That will eventually pay for itself, right? So we have that $50,000 grant. That gets us started. Every year, when I was talking about earlier with the grant dollars, if our mileage goes up and our ridership goes up on that van pool program, we receive dollars from it. So that $500 per month investment should get us back $700 in 2 years, as long as the administration stays the way it's been the last couple of years. Sure. So that's the plan for the federal funding for transit. And then I changed my train of thought, so the app. And then as far as the app goes, again, so it'll be, the best thing it'll be for us too, again, from a residential tax paying standpoint. Right now, if a rider goes to book a trip, a micro transit, which is the nicer ride, the door-to-door service, and it's going this way, but there's a fixed route bus going the same exact way, we're going to tell the rider, look, you have to get on the bus, you go to this bus stop, it'll be there in 10 minutes. So those apps are going to talk to each other, and both vehicles are ADA accessible. All of our vehicles are ADA accessible, not those two. All of our vehicles are ADA accessible. So we'll be able to have, if we know there's a sidewalk there, that rider could walk 10 minutes to get on the bus stop rather than going on the van. So we can sustain this for years to come and don't have any issues going forward.
Okay.
But in saying what he just said too, it's important to know that if you are handicapped and you cannot walk, that's why you call the paratransit.
Yep.
That's the door. And the best way for me to remember this, and it's awful, but this is how to remember it, is I always think about paratransit, like I had to think of a cue word that would help me remember, right?
Paraplegic.
Paraplegic.
Yeah.
Hey, we
See,
think
we're on the same. We're on the same boat. Yeah. We're on
So
the
I'm
same
like,
boat.
I think of paraplegic, you can't walk, you can't get around. Paratransit,
Yeah.
right? And so that's when they call, and that's when they qualify for that if they're in a walker or wheelchair or can't walk. So I think our transit has moved mountains, especially in the 9 years I've been here. And I think they're on point. And I know I get asked all the time, who rides our buses? Does anybody ride our buses? It's no secret, I ride our buses.
Yeah. It's probably more than Brightline.
I randomly pull up and I park my car and I walk over and I don't tell anybody who I am and I get on the bus and I just listen.
Yeah.
I listen to the people on the bus.
It always amazes me sometimes when I see comments on different programs we offer and people say, oh, that's a waste, or nobody uses the libraries anymore. And the libraries
They do.
draw like 1 million people, you know.
For the internet alone.
Yeah, just to do jobs, or
Right.
I use some of the free software we get for
And
to
I
watch
love the little music thing y'all do.
the music, and they have there's a video streaming service you can get through the library. You don't even have to go in the library to still get benefits from the library. So it's just a matter of people not knowing all the services we were. And if you, of course, if you don't use it, like you said, if you don't have to ride the bus, it's of course
wouldn't know.
you would think it's useless to you. But you said there are people, we've had people come up before the county commission meetings to say, this has got me to my job,
Yes.
or as Adolfo said, it's got my kid to work.
Well,
you know?
and tell the story about the young lady.
Okay, yeah.
This is such a great story, and this is not unusual.
So go back about 2 years ago, we received a call from a rider or a potential rider that wanted to know if we had transit service. She just totaled her vehicle and she was 7 months pregnant. So I tell the story the best way, in the most efficient way possible. So we get her, I don't even talk to her, one of the staff team members talk to her. They tell her how to get from point A to point B. And we get a compliment from her like a month later. And it's 1 page long. I mean, we get compliments, we get calls, we get complaints sometimes, more compliments than complaints, believe it or not, but this beautiful letter. So I'm like, I want to call this one back. She took the time. So over the course of 6 or 8 months, we got to know this rider, Jay, and our contractor says, hey, we're going to have a little baby shower for the baby was born. So we go over there and she's meeting the crowd, and she's like, I wish I could meet everyone. She thinks it's MB, and then I'm like, oh, I'm Adolfo. So like we start talking and how good it was. But I'll tell you, Jay tells me she lived in Lakewood Park. She was 7 months pregnant, and her children went to a charter school in St. Lucie West, and she worked in St. Lucie West on California Boulevard, and she lived out of our microtransit zone. So I said, hey, the team said, hey, it's not going to be easy, but we can get you there. So she would walk a quarter of a mile with her 2 kids, jump in a van, take the van to White City Park, then jump in a van at White City Park, drop her kids off at charter school, and go to work on time at an insurance every day, back and forth every day. Well, now we meet Jay. She had some very tough times. She came to this state to better her family, and where she was from in another part of Carolina was very impoverished, and she thought she was in trouble financially and mental health wise, right? She said that our driver, Miss Doris, would sing to her every single night and talk to her and make sure she sang into the belly of the baby to make sure the baby heard. She made sure she had food for Jay every single night so her baby wouldn't starve. Miss Doris makes $17 an hour. $17 an hour. Then she started telling me about another driver that she would get from time to time that just made her feel so good that she named her daughter after our driver, Destiny. That's one story, but she named her daughter after our driver. Our team was unbelievably successful to her. It goes on and on. I could talk about this for hours. A couple months ago, I received an email from her. Her children had perfect attendance. They're 10 and 9. Never had perfect attendance in her entire life. Perfect attendance from our system. Using it to get to a charter school. We don't go to public schools, but using it to get to a charter school. And then the unfortunate part is one of my goals is to take cars off the road, but she used our system so long she was able to save up and buy a vehicle. So now she doesn't use our system anymore and she's driving a car. But
I mean, that's a success story. That
unbelievable.
It took her a couple of years to get there.
Yeah.
But because the system worked, and the system today, if she was to come into it, is even far better than when she first started. But she figured it out and talking to staff. She figured it out and she found a process to get there and she never gave up. So just briefly tell them about the awards you've won.
And you know what? I was going to say it even if you didn't ask because you told me I need to start saying it before. So I'm going to say it. So yes, we won a national award. We won a NACO award, Best in Class for Transit. To say...
That's the United States.
I know. I remember I helped with the application.
Put it together. Tisea was, and again, so that award was given on a Sunday. I've never received an award on a Sunday. They're usually in the weekends during the week. That award was received on a Sunday, which was July 14th, and it was the day my father passed away, 10-year anniversary. I drove to Tampa by myself on a Sunday and I met another commissioner there, but it was talk about what we did here. I got to think about my dad, 3-hour ride. It was special, but yeah, National Award, Best in Class. Microtransit, St. Lucie County, Florida. Yeah. Who would have thunk it?
Yep. And recently we changed the buses. We rebranded them to ART, Area Regional Transit. We have all the beautiful artwork of our local artists, which I love. Yeah. I think it's great. So Transit has done amazing things, and I appreciate you giving me your time today.
Thank you so much. We have a great team. I always have to say it. We have a great team. We're nothing without our team.
Well, thank you too, Adolfo. I know he comes up and works with comms a lot, and we try to help him out and get the word out there.
Yes, you do.
Commissioner, end of the year, anything you're looking forward to next year other than, like you said, making some announcements at the airport and getting Buc-ee's beef jerky?
I was going to say Buc-ee's is coming, and that's a relationship that I started long ago, and Stan has been amazing to work with. And Buc-ee's is coming.
And it's, again, like you said, there's other paperwork. It's not just us. It's
people don't understand that. I don't think people really say things to be malicious.
Sure.
It's just they're frustrated.
Yeah.
Because they're excited about something, whatever. And they don't understand that it's not just us sometimes, right? You have fire department. You have South Florida Water Management. You
FDOT.
have DEP, FDOT. Yep. There's so much that goes into a lot of these projects. They don't understand that. And yes, I am looking forward to the airport finally being open. I am looking forward to the restaurant out there has been totally renovated. It's turned out very, very nice. They did make it a little bit smaller, but it's going to be very modern and it's been rehabilitated. And that has been something that's been in this community for a really, really long time. And people go out there for breakfast. And I think they're going to go out there and they're going to have a new beginning. And I am looking forward to being able to taking people off of the streets between us and Graceway Village. It's going to be a huge impact on this community to be able to make sure that, we have a lot of wonderful people here that care about the homeless. I see it on social media. I get calls. I'm sure you hear about it in your line of work that you do. I'm sure they see homeless people on the buses. So I think that moving forward in 2026, we're already going to be there probably with the airport, and that'll continue to move forward and grow. We're already there with the port. I think the focus, hopefully, that I can garner from this board is to understand the importance of the homelessness, and that can be the goal that we move forward in 2026. And as you know, today we just redid our reorg, and Chair Fowler's remaining as chair, and she's done a great job. So I'm excited for this next year because I think that the things that we are going to be champion and moving forward that are going to happen during 2026 are life-changing. Not for us because we're blessed every day to come to work and have a job, but we're going to be able to touch people's lives that are out there struggling, and it's only going to get worse. So I think that the vision that we're going to have moving forward is going to help, and I think it's going to help people come out of depression, and it's going to help people and their businesses that have homeless sleeping in front of it. And I think that by the end of 2026, we're going to see a major difference here in St. Lucie County.
All right.
So I just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. Yeah. I want to say thank you to your staff. You always do a great job, and I know that you're always behind the camera, but I think people don't realize all that you do. They see you respond on social media and you do press releases, but it's so much more than that, right? Yeah. That you and Stefan and Mike and all of your department does. So I want to say thank you very much.
Well, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
And I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful holiday. And Adolfo, thank you for being with me today.
Thank you so much.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to check in with another public works project.
Recently completed repairs to the South 25th Street Bridge over 10 Mile Creek help make sure this remains a safe and efficient travel route for years to come. Drainage inlet tops were reset, curb and gutters and sidewalk were replaced, and new asphalt was installed to address deficiencies identified in the Florida Department of Transportation Bridge Inspection Report. This project is just one of the ways citizens are benefiting from the 2018 voter-approved half-cent infrastructure sales tax. The initiative helps improve roads and bridges, build more sidewalks, and supports water quality projects around the county. Learn more at slchalfcent.org.
We hope you've enjoyed this edition of Inside St. Lucie, and we hope you'll tune in again next month. If you have topics or subjects you'd like to see covered here on the program relating to St. Lucie County government, give us a call at 772-462-1791 or send us an email at pio@stlucieco.gov. And if you'd like to see previously aired episodes of this or other SLC TV programs, check out our YouTube page at youtube.com/stluciegov. I'm your host, Eric Gill, for myself and the staff. Thanks for watching. Oh, I hit it that time. Man.